very funny Chris Carfaro.
What's up, party people? You guys are gonna hate me. It's good to be back. I was here last month doing the showcase. All of you were there because I was killing it and you all remember. But if you actually were there, which not a lot of you were, I got a haircut recently. It used to be long. And now I just look like the shittiest Hemsworth brother. Some of you actually got that? I'm Cletus Hemsworth. So I've been practicing my comedy a lot, trying to fine-tune a lot of my joke writing. But I still make mistakes. I think a lot of us up here tonight make a lot of mistakes. But I think that's okay. I think that, out of a lot of these mistakes comes some of the most organic laughter. And that's kind of what I really want to share with all of you. And if you don't really believe me that out of mistakes comedy is made, I'll give you an example of how funny mistakes can be. My buddy just had a kid. And that kid's fucking hilarious. Nah, I really do love that guy. He's so funny that he makes me realize why abortion should be illegal. Not because it's morally wrong, I just think it's a lot funnier to ruin someone's entire life rather than just one afternoon. That's a slow burner, huh? Don't worry, it's cool. I cleared that with my buddy, he's totally on board with it. His wife, on the other hand, is hearing it for the first time tonight. And something tells me we're going to have an awkward conversation after this. But it's cool. Where are my single people at, huh? I suffer from the same affliction. It's weird being single, especially at a time like this. I think, especially for guys. We're never really sure what someone's going to accuse us of after a night of unsavory activity. And relax. And I know what a lot of people, especially women, would say. Hey guys, if you're not a creep, you've got nothing to worry about. I submit to you this. Take any guy, look at his browser history. And if you're not absolutely appalled by what you see, he has recently deleted it. Because guys are disgusting. How do I know? I'm one. It's cool though, but really weird stuff is happening. Consent. Not weird right away. But let's be honest, a lot of my guy friends are really concerned about consent, even as something as insignificant as a hug. They're worried about, What if I make a weird move? What if I make someone feel uncomfortable? They say it really messes with their game. I, on the other hand, love it. Because now, when I creep up behind a girl, tap her on her shoulder, and ask her to make out with me, I look like a gentleman. Before, I looked like Buffalo Bill from Silence of the Lambs.
Do you want to make out with me? Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me. Hard.
Sorry, Mom. What else? Okay. Let's talk about my dad's balls. Don't worry, it's only as weird as it sounds. So a little bit of background. I'm currently in the process of applying to medical school in my head. And And part of this was to boost up my application. I became a EMT, an emergency medical technician. And on one of these days, back when I was doing the school for that, I came home after a long day, and I opened the door to my house. And the first thing I saw was my mom, and her face was beet red, tears streaming down, and she just looked inconsolable. And I said, "Mom, what's wrong?" You know, my mom doesn't normally cry at 12 in the afternoon. She normally waits until her first glass of wine. Sorry, Mom. And I said, "Mom, what's wrong?" And all she could mutter was, "It's your father." And she doesn't talk like that. I just think it's a lot funnier to say that. But she goes, "It's your father." And I said, "Mom, what's wrong?" And she couldn't speak another word. And all she did was point up the stairs to the door of my parents' bedroom. We are right back there. Anyway, so she points upstairs. So now, not a lot of people know this, because I don't know why, none of you know me, but when I was home alone in second grade, I found my mother unconscious on the floor after she suffered a stroke. I know, right? Only half that joke's funny, because the other half of her works. And sorry, Mom. But anyway, as she's freaking out, pointing upstairs, I'm having all of these flashbacks of that day. My heart starts beating. I start sweating. The theme song to As Told by Ginger is playing in the back of my head. And I run upstairs. I get to the bedroom door. I open that. I don't see my dad. I hear the water running in the bathroom. So I assume he's in there. I rush to that door, bust it down, and I am greeted to my father, butt-ass naked, spread eagle on the bathroom floor, holding a mirror to his nutsack, and all he says to me was, "Hey buddy, we've got a problem. I've got something bleeding down there and I can't stop it." The first thing I think of is, fuck. That's why my dick's so small. So as I said before, I am in EMT tryouts or whatever you want to call it. I'm the closest thing to a doctor we have. And my dad wants me to heat up a sewing needle, place it to his nutsack, and close the wound that he has. On his nutsack. I'm his son! So I get down on my knees in front of my naked father, picture it. I heat up the needle, and as I go to place it on his nutsack, he goes, "Ah!" Grabs the washcloth and he goes, "I think it's gonna stop, it's okay." I'm sorry, Dad, I love you, but you're a pussy. Thanks, guys. I'm Chris Carfaro, it's been fun.